Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. This episode is extra special because it is all about IELTS preparation. Whether you are planning to take IELTS for study, work, or immigration, this episode will help you sharpen your skills and feel more confident. And today's focus is on how to use daily life topics and idioms in IELTS answers.
Yes, IELTS can feel scary, but remember, it is just a test of your English communication. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be clear, confident, and natural. In this episode, we are going to practice sample questions, share idioms, and give tips that will help you boost your IELTS band score.
And one more thing, friends. We noticed many of you listen, but don't leave comments or likes. Without your support, it is hard to stay motivated. So if you enjoy this podcast, please write one comment at the end. That will inspire us to create more episodes for you.
Exactly. And now let's dive into today's IELTS practice. Our first topic is one that always comes up in IELTS Speaking daily life questions. Let's talk about technology.
Part 1, IELTS Speaking, Part 1 Practice.
Alex, can you ask me a sample question?
Sure. Here's a common IELTS Speaking Part 1 question. Do you often use technology in your daily life?
Of course. I use technology every single day. For example, I use my smartphone for online shopping, checking emails, and keeping in touch with friends. Actually, sometimes I feel lost without my phone.
That is a good start. But in IELTS, to sound more natural, you can add an idiom. For example, you could say, I use my phone so often that it has become a part of my daily bread. Daily bread means something essential for life. Just like food, your phone is essential for your lifestyle.
I like that. Daily bread. That makes the answer sound more fluent and more interesting for the examiner.
Yes, exactly. And remember, examiners love idioms when they are used naturally, not forced.
Part 2, IELTS Speaking Part 2 Cue Card Practice.
Now, let us practice a cue card. Here's a popular one. Describe a website you often use.
I will give a model answer. Imagine I am the student answering. I often use a website called Amazon. I use it mainly for online shopping. The reason I like this website is that it saves me a lot of time. Instead of walking from shop to shop, I can just click a button and buy what I want. Another reason is that prices are often cheaper and I can read reviews from other customers. But there's also a downside. Sometimes the product looks great in the picture, but when it arrives, it's disappointing. That is why I think online shopping can be a double-edged sword. It's convenient, but it has risks.
That was a great answer, Alex. You gave clear reasons, and you also used the idiom double-edged sword. That idiom means something that has both advantages and disadvantages.
Yes, and in IELTS Part 2, it's important to give both sides. That shows balance in higher level thinking. Part 3, IELTS Speaking Part 3 Discussion. Let us practice a Part 3 style question. Why do you think online shopping has become so popular in recent years?
Well, one reason is convenience. People are busy and do not have time to go to physical shops. Another reason is variety. Online stores offer millions of choices, which physical shops cannot compete with. And finally, I think technology has made payment easier. So, in short, online shopping has become popular because it saves time, offers variety, and is user-friendly.
That was good, but you can make it even stronger with an idiom. For example, you can say, online shopping has become popular because time is money. People do not want to waste hours in traffic or queues.
Yes, good point. Time is money is a powerful idiom and very natural in this context.
Writing task 2, essay practice. Now let us switch to IELTS writing task 2. Here's a common essay question. Some people prefer to shop online while others prefer traditional shopping. Discuss both views and give your own opinion.
All right, here's how I would structure it. Introduction. Shopping has changed dramatically in recent years. While many people enjoy the convenience of online shopping, others believe traditional shopping is still important. In this essay, I will discuss both sides before giving my own opinion. Body paragraph 1, online shopping. Online shopping is very convenient. It saves time and often money. Customers can compare prices easily. For example, students who are busy with study can buy books online quickly. Body paragraph 2, traditional shopping. On the other hand, traditional shopping allows people to touch, feel, and try products before buying. It also provides social interaction. For many people, shopping is not just about buying things, it's also a leisure activity. Opinion. In my opinion, online shopping is more useful for daily life because it saves time. However, traditional shopping will never disappear because people still enjoy the experience.
That was a perfect Band 7 or 8 essay. Clear structure, good vocabulary, and balanced view.
And notice I also use the phrase social interaction. This kind of vocabulary is important for higher band scores.
Listening and fluency tip. Alex, what about listening tips? Many IELTS students struggle with listening.
Good question. The key to listening is practice. But not just any practice. You need to practice with active listening. For example, when you listen to English podcasts, don't just play them in the background. Instead, pause, repeat, and write down new phrases.
That's a great strategy. I always tell students, listening is like going to the gym. If you train every day, your brain becomes stronger.
Yes, exactly. And that is an idiom too, going to the gym for your brain.
Vocabulary focus, online shopping. Let's teach our listeners some important words they can use in IELTS about shopping.
Yes, here are a few essential words. Convenience. This means something is easy and saves time. Impulse buying. This means buying something without planning. Consumer rights. This refers to the legal rights of people who buy products. Return policy. This is the rule about sending products back.
These words are very useful in IELTS because examiners look for topic-specific vocabulary.
Idiom practice. Let me quickly list 3 idioms you can use in shopping topics. Shop till you drop. This means shopping for a very long time until you are tired. Money does not grow on trees. This means money is limited. You should spend carefully. Break the bank. This means something is very expensive.
These are really powerful. If a student uses them naturally in IELTS speaking, it will definitely impress the examiner.
So, listeners, this is the first half of our IELTS special podcast. We are guiding you through speaking, writing, listening, vocabulary, and idioms. Stay tuned because in the next part, we will continue with reading tips and more advanced idioms.
Yes, and don't forget to comment your favorite idiom from this episode. That will not only help you practice, but also inspire us to make more free lessons for you. Welcome back, friends. You are still with Alex and Mia and our IELTS special episode. In the first part, we focused on speaking, writing, listening, and idioms. Now, in this second part, we will explore reading tips, more vocabulary, and then finish with a strong motivational conclusion.
Yes, and if you have been listening carefully, you already learned several idioms and expressions about shopping and daily life. That is how you can turn a simple topic into a strong IELTS answer.
IELTS reading tips. Alex, many students say reading is the hardest part of IELTS. They say the passages are long and the time is short. What do you recommend?
That is true. IELTS reading can be tricky, but here's the golden rule. Do not try to understand every word. Instead, learn to skim and scan. Skimming means reading quickly to get the main idea. Scanning means looking for specific information. For example, If the question asks about the year something happened, you just scan for numbers, not the whole passage.
That makes sense. Skim for the big picture and scan for the details.
Exactly. And here's a useful idiom to remember. Don't miss the forest for the trees. This means do not get lost in small details and forget the big idea.
That is such a good idiom. Students sometimes waste too much time on one hard word, and then they run out of time for the rest of the test.
Yes, and in IELTS you need strategy, not just vocabulary.
More vocabulary for IELTS, shopping, and daily life. Now, let us expand our shopping vocabulary so listeners have more options for their answers.
Sure. Here are some advanced words. E-commerce. This is the professional word for online shopping. Fraud. This means cheating or tricking people, usually with money. Transaction. This is the act of buying or selling something. Sustainable shopping. Buying in a way that doesn't harm the environment.
These words are excellent, especially sustainable shopping. That could impress an examiner if the Part 3 question is about the future of shopping or environment.
Yes, you could say something like, in the future, I believe people will focus more on sustainable shopping because they are becoming aware of environmental issues. That sounds natural and academic at the same time.
IELTS Speaking Advanced Practice. Alex, let's do one more advanced practice. Imagine this Part 3 question. What are the disadvantages of online shopping?
I will answer this as a student. One disadvantage is that people cannot check the quality of the product before buying it. Another disadvantage is the risk of fraud because some websites are not trustworthy. Finally, I think online shopping reduces social interaction because people do not go out to shops anymore, so it's like living in a bubble.
Nice. I like that phrase, living in a bubble. That means you are separated from real life. It's a great idiom for IELTS.
Yes, and notice how I gave 3 clear points. That's the magic number for IELTS answers. 1 point sounds weak, 2 is okay, but 3 is perfect.
IELTS motivation and mindset. Alex, many students feel nervous about IELTS. They think it is impossible. What advice would you give to keep them motivated?
First, remember IELTS is not about being perfect. It's about being clear. Second, practice every day. Even 15 minutes daily is better than 3 hours once a week. Third, think of IELTS as a stepping stone, not a mountain. A stepping stone means something that helps you move forward in life.
I love that idiom, a stepping stone. It shows IELTS is not the final goal, but just one step towards studying abroad or building your career.
Yes, and another idiom is Rome was not built in a day. Success takes time. So do not be upset if your practice scores are low at first. Keep going.
Exactly. Every mistake is a lesson in disguise. And if you stay motivated, you will improve naturally. Final wrap-up.
So listeners, today we covered a lot. We practiced IELTS speaking with idioms, we learned how to write essays, we discussed listening and reading tips, and we explored advanced vocabulary.
Yes, and remember, learning English should be enjoyable, not stressful. If you make it part of your daily life, you will improve without even noticing.
Before we close, let me remind you of some idioms we learned today. Daily bread, double-edged sword, time is money, don't miss the forest for the trees, living in a bubble, a stepping stone, Rome was not built in a day.
These idioms are powerful tools. Use them naturally in your IELTS answers, and you will definitely impress the examiner.
And friends, please do not forget to comment on this episode. Tell us which idiom you liked the most. Your comment will inspire us to create more free lessons for you.
Yes, we love reading your feedback. And if you found this episode useful, share it with your friends who are also preparing for IELTS.
All right, that brings us to the end of this IELTS special podcast. Thank you for staying with us. We believe in you. Keep practicing and you will achieve your dream score.
See you in the next episode. Until then, keep learning, keep smiling, and keep growing in your English journey.